Hello and welcome back to another episode of Filament. Where did we leave off? Right here, right? Yes. Yes, we did. Man, these puzzles. They are getting tough. They are getting tough. Also, there's apparently a secret in here still, and I don't know where. As in a puzzle thingy. I'm not really sure where to look though. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just start with some puzzles and hope that we don't get stuck completely and that we can maybe do some other stuff as well. That would be nice. I don't know. Let's just mess around for a bit here. I don't know what we want to do here exactly. This seems like an okay start, I guess. I don't really know where I need to go. These guys here, though. Red needs to go down. And yellow needs to do all of these things. Which, you know. How do we get back out here? Oh, yeah, yellow has to leave, right? Because white and red have to go down. Yeah, okay. We could do... I don't know how we have enough space here is the thing. Because if we go here... Is this enough? It probably is, right? We're probably fine. Let's just try. I don't know. And then right here, obviously, we would need to let white out first. Followed by red. Is this it already? Oh, you can't switch now because... I hate that so much. Because it's just annoying. I understand why it happens. I still find it very annoying in practice here. Do we have them all? I don't remember. No, what are we missing? Oh, there's a white one over there. I didn't see that. It's invisible. Roll all of this back again. Right, that's gonna be tricky to get. I thought it was too easy. I thought there was something tricky that I thought about at the start, and then we just solved all the other parts, and then I forgot where it was. It was down here. How do we get white around that as well? I think the most annoying part is that I need to roll all these guys back. How is there not enough space? Come on. That's so annoying. Yeah, if we roll all these three back here, and then this guy as well. We just all go around this one too. Is there enough space for that? We would have to loop like this, right? Ah, but it's not gonna touch on that other side now. Is the problem, because we would need to be down here for white to touch. Which means we wanna go not around this one first. The most annoying part is that every little thing you try is just so much setup work. With the 3 robots, it's just... And then there's always, you know, a gap too small and you have to... like, it's just... Come on. You know? You just go all the way over there, yes. And you go all the way here, and you go all the way here. Still not hard, just extremely annoying to set up. I can't wait to be done with these, just because I don't want to do 3 robots at once. Anymore. Okay. I'm not sure. Of course I'm not sure. Why would I be sure about anything here? I don't know. That seems weak and weird. This could be okay though, I guess. I don't know. There's like a 4 up behind these two or something. Oh no, white is not touching them there. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Roll it back. Roll it back. We can't cross over though, right? No. We can't do... We could do right side white, left side red, but that's wrong, of course. Because that would be helpful, so that had to be wrong. How do we get around this? If this would be open, then how would I get down there? I mean, yellow has a really long path to go here too. And this one is annoying too, because it's not one you could do like this. How are we gonna make that work actually? Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I don't like it. Okay. It feels smart initially, at least, to start down because we need to finish up. But maybe that's wrong. Maybe we start with this guy straight ahead and go like this. I mean, we can do the red and white at least. And we would leave that one for yellow down there open still. But how do we get a yellow there? We need to loop around, right? How do we do that? That doesn't seem possible at all. We can take this guy like here. But I can't... How do I get this middle yellow one? This is horrible. I mean, we could... But yeah, like this, there's no... You can't stay here, you need to go up after. How does this one work? Maybe do that first with yellow? Like this? Oh, but then we need to leave a path here. That is something. I guess that would be that. And white could just be here. And red? How does red get both of these? Who exits? I don't know. I do not know. Too far. Well, white would have to loop like this. And red, I have no idea. And yellow would have to do something like this. Yeah. And I guess white could just tuck in here. And then it would be okay for that. And the other would actually have to come around this way. And then do this. And that would be it.
So, during the journey over here, something small collided with the hull. Due to the fact that we were all sound asleep at the time, we can't know for sure what the cause was, but the damage seemed minimal. We were lucky. It could have been worse. Still, we figured the best course of action was to schedule a spacewalk to address the issue. As our only engineer, Marmalade didn't have much of a choice about whether or not to go outside. We have a buddy system in place, and he asked me to spot him. I've done my fair share of spacewalks. I knew what to expect. Marmalade, though, he was nervous. I could see him shaking while we suited up. It went okay at first. I did what I could to reassure him, and I thought he was holding in there. Then he almost got himself killed.
We've heard about that. I wonder what that... yeah, it just seems very unimportant in a way. You know, big picture here, everyone's gone. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know.
Look, I understand the importance of keeping fit. I do, really. But Vermilion's mandatory daily workouts were a burden on my soul. We had to wear these wristbands that would track how far we'd run on any given day and relay our progress back to Vermilion. Naturally, I endeavored to find a shortcut. Initially, I just tried to cram all of my week's quota into a single day, leaving me with 6 days off. Genius, right?
Yeah.
I just about managed it. But Vermilion told me that not only was that borderline dangerous, it was just not how this works. Anyway, I eventually found a use for those cats I was telling you about. Turns out they get around quite a bit, so I just attached my wristband to the most excitable one and forgot about it for a while. It took Vermilion longer than I'm comfortable admitting to work out what I'd done.
Sure. That seems smart, yeah. If you don't want to exercise, that is. Alright. The Filament Corporation magazine, 1970 to 1979. See, these books are weird. They have these, like, dots, right? So there's a number, and then there's, yeah, this dot right here, or square, and then one right there, too. I don't know what that means, but the other one had one, too, so I feel like that's important. Maybe it's not, but it could be. It really could be. Also, I did draw this one already. I did not draw this one yet, because this is a little bit annoying. I wish I could just play it. Like, if I could, like, just, you know, drag these around here, this would be great. I would have a great time with that, but I'm not allowed, unfortunately. And to solve it without moving it is kind of annoying, so I've put that off. But I did draw the one in the pool, so we can put this one into a console if we want to. There's also Juniper right here. Date of birth, April 6th, 1955. 76M9, 1024, 82J5, 6D23. The carded letters, I don't know if that means anything. But it might. It might.
You know, I've been aboard a few ships with pretty dire issues in the shower department. The Alabaster is not one of them. We've got it all. Good water pressure, dials that actually perform as advertised, and a seemingly endless supply of hot water.
Nice.
I'm sure you can appreciate that, as a traveler yourself. I mean, your ship is pretty compact. I bet your shower is tiny. You have a shower, right? I'm going to choose to believe that you do.
Sure. You believe whatever you feel like believing. Is this a hint? I don't know. What kind of puzzles do we have here? New ones. How do they work? I'm not sure. Just everything solves everything. Alright. 3. Oh. We need to go around 3 times? That's 2, and then now it would be 3? Yes. Okay, but how do we do that actually? Like this. Okay. Twice on this one, once on this one. Wait, do I have a way out still? I don't know. I think I do. It's just pretty far. Probably could have set this up. Oh no, I can't actually. Oh no, I can't leave. Oh, we touch this one more time too. Okay. Right, I forgot. It's more tricky than I thought because it's exactly 2, not 2 or more, obviously. So we would want to do this, I guess. And then this would be the second one here. Oh, but let me touch this one again. No, you can't turn here. So we just start here. And then do this one twice. And this one once. Right. Okay, this one once, this one twice. Once, once, twice, once. Okay. So if it's one motion, it's fine. Like we can touch it in more than one spot. Like we can go like this and it doesn't turn off even though we touch it like 3 times there, or at least twice. So which ones need twice? This one and that one, okay. It's actually not super obvious how to do that though. Like how do we wrap around this one again afterwards? I don't know. I mean, like this would work, right? That's 2. 1. 1, but we want, yeah, we need this one twice again. Huh. How do I get back to this one? I don't really know how. No, yeah, this would be okay, but we touch this again and that fails us. No, not quite. If you go here, that would be it, right? Yes. Alright, one more. 3 there, 1 there, 2 on these ones, 4 on those ones, 2 on this one. I don't know. Don't know how to start this one. I mean, like 1, 2, 3, I guess. Sure, 4. Well, not 4, 1. 1, 2, 3. No, not quite. What if we start down here instead? How do I get this one twice? Because this is only 3 on these. This would be twice here, which is fine. But I can't get one more here now. And then I can't, yeah, but now I can't turn around. I don't know. I mean, this would be fine like this, right? 1, 2, and then leave. No? Oh, they're both individual, they're not connected. So they both need 2. How are we gonna do that? Actually, I don't know. I really don't know. It's an interesting problem. one I'm immediately just able to solve. We can't touch this one later though, no. So we can't come back around this way. So this would have to be now. But how do we get both of these ones twice? That doesn't make sense. How does that work? Because that war doesn't go away. Yeah, I don't know. Because there's no, like, how do you... Or like this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We just need to solve this part still. Which is a little bit bad. But only a little bit bad. How do I touch one more? Can I touch one more? That's too many if I do it like this, right? No, that's fine. And that's not in line down here, right? No, that's fine. I think we should be fine here, right? Yes.
Unfortunately, Marmalade's accident was somewhat in vain. Not long after we arrived, I noticed the ship started to slip into a decaying orbit. It seemed likely that it was the result of the damage caused by the collision, so I was hopeful that our repairs would fix the problem. Not so. A few weeks later, it happened again. And again. And again. Not a clue as to why. When I told Vermilion about it, he said it sounded like a car with its wheel alignment off. Whatever that means. Have you ever started to get anxious that you're overlooking an embarrassingly simple solution to a problem?
Yes.
I was there. At one point, I found some old comics that I stacked on a control panel. I almost had a heart attack when I realized what I'd done. It was a relief to find the ship was still drifting after I moved them. Well, you know, kind of.
I get that though, I get that, yeah. Juniper, week 1 finally.
The amount of coffee consumed here is unfathomable. It was here that Canary would lead our morning briefings following the mandatory workout session. You know, it's interesting, all this technology, and we've never really improved on an honest cup of coffee. Sure, we have plenty of ways to make you feel less tired, all of which are far more effective than coffee. Yet, here we are, still drinking the stuff. I think it's in the ritual of it all. There's comfort in it. Let me tell you, whenever I had a coffee in my hand, there wasn't a thing Canary could say to irritate me. She knew it too. Clever, really.
Indeed, yeah. But there's some high-tech ways to make a cup of coffee, you know? I just recently... Well, I haven't bought anything, because I'm aware of how silly it is, but man, there's these, like, super precise scales and different types of, like, filters and, you know, kettles and stuff. I don't know. There's some stuff to improve on an honest cup of coffee by making it, I don't know, more honest in a way, maybe? Oh, these ones go down here, right? We never checked this room. Let's do it now.
It is so cozy in here. A vanilla-scented candle would not go amiss in here, would it? I used to come here all the time. Marmalade and I, we would come sit in here for hours with the fire on and just chill, you know? I don't know if you've noticed this about me, but I'm kind of talkative. He was the opposite, the anti-Juniper, if you will. I think the time we spent together in here really helped us, or me at least, wind down and deal with being out here for so long.
A bit under the weather, but otherwise good, thanks. You? Ah, nothing serious, just a cold, I think. Yeah, I know, I will. Stuff for the fireplace, I'm excited to get started on it. Yeah, he's going to help with the hologram side of things, of course. Oh, side of things, of course, I'll show you. What does that mean? Is it a hint for something? If it is, I don't get it at all. Not at all. Get every 8th cup of coffee on the house. Nice. The Firmament's best cup of coffee. Was that tag? Is that a G or TA6? I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure that these things, the posters on the wall here, or paintings or whatever, they're definitely a puzzle hint. I don't really know how they work. Because there are the dots, which are probably just like the dots, whatever. And then there's green squares and empty squares. Rectangles more like, actually. Don't really know. We haven't really looked around everywhere here. Maybe we should just look around for a bit. Pick up some things or something? Or is this just one puzzle? This is just one puzzle. We can do that. What was it? Short to high or high to short? I don't remember. I don't remember. I think it's ascending, right? It is. Aubergine week 5. Nice. Can't use the toilet. Oh, but there's a card there. Oh, I didn't get to see what it was. I think I'm doing a better job of spotting them on the ground now, which is nice. Because I'm less surprised when I find one now. Oh, it's a big room. That's nothing? I thought that would be something. That's something. Marmalade, week 1. Yes, we need all the week 1s so we can finally wrap those up. And some week 2s would be nice too. Is this something? It is. J.P. J. Simmons, An Emperor in the Face of Despair, Volume 2, First Edition. See, there's another dot. But only at the top here. Don't know what that means. I don't know how we would translate that into like a path at R. But somehow, I guess we have to do it. What's down here? Oh, that's definitely a hint for something too. Well, for something. We know for, you know, what for, but... Like, how is this a path? I don't know. Some of these hints for the corrupted logs or messages, man, I mean, they're rough. Where does this go? Oh, up. Have we been here actually? Yeah, we saw this one. Okay. Oh, we need to line this up. Let's draw this guy. Is this the way it's supposed to be? Like this, it's lined up, and we have the solid black lines on the ground and the solid red lines here. But that starting point is weird. But okay, we start on the very left, I guess. I don't know how to draw this because the path doesn't like it. That's not how this works. Anyway, let's just draw the thing we see. And then decipher it later. It goes all the way across and then goes up 1 and then goes across to the left for 2 and then goes up 1 and then goes up 2 actually. And it goes right, down, right, up, and I guess that's the end. Can we use this one? No. Big screen here, can't use that either. There's a card there though, right here. Chalk. Artisanal, rustic, robust. So an up arrow on the left, and then 4 down arrows on the right, 4 up arrows on the left, 2 down arrows right, and 2 up arrows left. But then there are also gaps in this, and I don't know how to read this either. But it's definitely also a puzzle. Just like this one is a puzzle. A, B. This doesn't have any dots. I don't know what that means. But I know, or well, I think that I know that it means something. Where are we now? I'm lost. Over here again, okay, that's fine. Have you been in here? I don't think I have. No, yeah, we've been in here. I haven't drawn this puzzle yet. And I hate it. I hate it. It's too fast. Was there anything over here? Oh, we never looted this. Marmalade week 2. Man. What's this robot arm doing? Is this a hint? Another book. An Olive on a Chair, Lindsay Dixon, 7, 5th edition. 7.5? Is that a hint? I don't know. Oh, that's another one of those. But this one doesn't have any lines or arrows on the ground. I don't think we can solve these. I don't think these are self-contained. I might be wrong. But I don't know how they would be self-contained. There's just no information there. Oh, and that's where, yeah, that's where that went. Okay. But we only have one piece of this yet. Maybe that's the hint for this one? Oh yeah, look at that. It's like a circle and there's a marking there. Okay. So the middle circle is in the bottom left spot there. Okay. That's not enough to guess the other two. We need to find more hints for that for sure. I guess we're just running around and looking at stuff now, which is fine. We haven't really done a lot of that recently. That's a hint. Don't rotate it. So this is down in the middle is the start. And then the things are pointing me in the right direction. Right, up and right, down. That's just going in a circle. No, yeah, that works. Okay, we can draw this one. So we start here, we go... I don't know. I don't know, this is hard. Hard to draw somehow, but we're fine. I think that's it. I did draw something at least. Pistachio. What? Stinks. Very nice, Juniper. Very nice. A shell. Is that a hint? I don't know. I don't think so. But who knows at this point? What's in here? There's another basketball here, but we also can't pick that up. There's so many more rooms than I thought there were. There's so many more puzzles still too. I mean, I kind of knew about the puzzles. We had the map and stuff, but it didn't really like seem that big from the map alone. But there's so much stuff. A locked door. Some blue paint over there. Let's find a console and just try some of these secret thingies we found. Oh, these cables are turning on, right? So we're slowly getting access to the bridge there. Good, good, good. Medical. So wait, what's over here? Just medical bay, whatever area. Bay area, yes. Do we know what kind of puzzle is here? Sure. Okay. So things we have to walk over. Doesn't seem so bad. Oh, this one. Alright. So we need to cross around like this. These first pillars, first anchors are always nice and easy, and then And then things change. How do we get all of these? I like this. I didn't think that would touch all of them, but it did. It did touch all of them. I don't know. Does that get all of them? No. How do I get these two then? Do I want to solve this right now? Not necessarily, but I guess while we're here, you know. I guess we just have to go around like this actually. And then... Oh, it's a long, long, long way to go though. Does not make me happy. Okay, and then... Can we cross like this for those two? Yeah, and then... There we go, right? Yeah. Not so bad. But it's also the easiest one of those types of puzzles, so yeah. Can we touch this like that? No. How do I... Oh, from here, okay. But then this one... How do I touch this square right here? Because if you go up and around... Okay, like this, sure. And then like this... This doesn't work quite clearly. And like this we can't get all of these ones. Oh no, this one turned off too. I thought we had this one still right here. But we don't actually. This is weird. How do we get this one? It's just in such a bad spot right here, this one. It's just not in an angle for any of these pillars. Unless we come from the top, which we can't. Like from this one up here. And then go down and around this one. But that's not something we can do at all. Because we are on the wrong side for that for sure. So we need to find a different way to do it. If this would get the one in the middle, then it would be good, but it doesn't, so it's not good. Yeah, this is actually kind of hard, and this doesn't work, right? No, it doesn't. That's so silly that that angle is not good enough there. But it's not good enough, and this angle is not any different. It's worse, right? But there's also no way we like. We can't come around from the top side on this one either, right? No. Like these outside ones, sure, like this, but then... The one in the middle, I don't know. If I could have this open to turn around, then maybe, but we can't. So if you start here, we can't go here. So we'd have to go here. Probably. This would work. And this is all of them except for that one that's in that horrible spot up there. But how do I also get that? It's such a bad spot. It just really is a bad spot. How do you get around that? I don't know how to touch this one. Like there's no... How does that work? Because we can't come from the top to go like down in this way. That's impossible because we can't get around to that side and not be cut off. Like we can get around to that side like this, for example. But then we come around here and then we can't, like, there's nowhere to go. And there's no other way to loop around to the top, so that's not it. But there's no other angle. Like we can touch this, but then the middle one there is untouched, which already seems pretty bad. But maybe that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Because we can cross back like this. Yes, okay. Whew.
I never did get to the bottom of why the ship was drifting the way it was. Not on my own, at least. Eventually, Canary either got sick of hearing about it, or began to get concerned that I was dropping the ball. She contacted the captain to ask for advice. Not what I would have done, but I got my answer. As it happens, it's a known issue in our model of ship. Crazy, right? More importantly, not my fault. The captain was great about it, too. She could have chewed me out for not reporting it sooner, but she didn't. You could always count on her for that, you know? Not really the iron fist type. A bit of kindness goes a long way. In the wake of Marmalade's accident, it was the captain that sanctioned the extra rations that allowed Canary to bake his birthday cake. She's a good egg.
Are we sure that's true? I'm not sure that's true. Let's read. Alright. Marmalade week 2, we want that for sure. We want to start with Juniper week 1 finally. I've been waiting for this one for a long while. Maybe it would just be smart to walk around and correct all of the ones we can correct. Just so we can get ahead of the story again. Or something, I don't know. What did I do wrong? Oh, done, yeah. No. No, like this, right? And then right there. Lots of messages. Yes. Your sign color is blue, your signed name is Juniper, and been instated as a pilot aboard the Alabaster research vessel. We know about that. We know that's the good luck. We know that too. Yes. Yes. Also, I have read this one already. Hypermillion is a possible side effect of cryosleep, a tendency to be more of an asshole than usual. Ah, now I need to censor this episode. No, not censor it, but I need to tell YouTube about the bad words. Canary is really getting up in my stuff right now. Thanks, Juniper. Hi, Juniper. There's currently no peer-reviewed research indicating a correlation between cryosleep and increased hostility towards peers. There is, however, substantial research demonstrating the correlation between improved colleague relationships and consumption of cake. Better get baking. Hi Juniper, I've taken a look at the navigational system and as far as I can tell they should all be good to go. If you could give them a once over when you get the chance and let me know if there's anything else it needs doing, that would be great. Cheers, Marmalade. Alright, thanks bud, I'll let you know if anything crops up. Juniper. Hi Juniper, would you send over the adjustments you made to stabilize our orbit as well as our planned course for the next 7 days? Thanks, Canary. Hey Canary, please find the navigational data attached. We read this one, I think. Research protocol, yes. We've read this one too. Exercise stuff? Yes. Morning Juniper, it has come to my attention that the ship experienced some minor hull damage during travel. From what I can tell, it's nothing to worry about, but it should be checked and addressed now to avoid any serious problems in the future. Could you submit a request for a spacewalk next week on my behalf, please? Also, this will be my first spacewalk since my training. I don't want to go into how many years ago that was. If you're willing, I'd appreciate if you could accompany me on the walk. Anyway, let me know. Cheers, Marmalade. Hey M, I've sent a request to HQ. I see no reason why it wouldn't be approved. I'll let you know when I hear back. It would be my pleasure to join you out there, Juniper. Ahoy, Captain. I've attached a request for a spacewalk to address some minor damage to the heart we received during travel, as well as an evaluation of the damage by Marmalade. Thanks, Juniper. Ahoy, Juniper. Never heard that one before. I've looked over your request and have approved the spacewalk for 0900 on SA-13 Swan. We've read this one. 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 This one. We've read this one. And this one. I saw your sketchbook the other night and damn, you can draw. Really impressive. Don't suppose you could do some drawing for me? I'm planning a surprise games night for everyone. Don't tell anyone yet. Could you draw me some posters to pop around the ship? Let me know, Juniper. Sure thing, that's a nice idea. We can talk this evening about specifically what you have in mind. It'll probably take me a couple of days to do. Alright. And logs, entry 1. We've arrived. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey Juniper, you have arrived at numerous destinations across many missions, and not once have you written a log to celebrate your arrival. Don't you normally have a strong drink and fall asleep to the sound of music? You're right, and I still plan to do that, but our well-being officer seems to think it would be beneficial to us if we make a habit of writing about our activities and feelings for our, well-being. And you know me, I'm nothing if not a stickler for the rules. So the question is, how am I feeling? It's a tricky one. Contempt, maybe? I kid. I like Vermilion. Dying for a drink? Definitely. A lack of motivation to finish the well-being status? Well. It's impressive really that Canary managed to get all this way on her broomstick. I wonder if she brought any poison apples. I would go as far as to say that Canary is potentially having a negative effect on my well-being. Is there something you can do about this, Vermilion? I assume you're reading this. Otherwise, what is the point? I do have a plan for Canary. Would you like to hear? Okay, here goes. We kill her. No? Okay, maybe you could just have a polite little conversation with her? Cool. Cheers, Vermilion. Well-being status? Well plus pistachio. Divided by Canary squared. Very good, very good. Alright. I didn't want to back all the way out, actually. Let's put in one of the secret ones. The one from the poor? The one from the poor. That one I'm pretty sure I did draw, right? Maybe not, though. Who knows? It's a bit of a mess. I think it goes left now. What number does it go here? I think like this. Is it the one from the poor? I think it is. Well, who knows at this point? Definitely checkmark this. Done. A union briefing. As a TFC employee in a managerial position, it is now, more than ever, your responsibility to be vigilant with regards to the formation of unions. At the Filament Corporation, we aren't against the concept of unions per se, but we do believe that they are largely counterproductive to our particular business structure. TFC is managed by carefully selected and notably talented individuals who shouldn't be undermined. You and your subordinates are safe in their hands. You should understand this and regularly remind others of this too. With that in mind, here's a list of tips and tricks to keep our workforce union free. Communicate with your team. It's important that those under your management feel as though they have a voice and play a part in the decisions that affect them. Encourage members of your team to air their grievances to you. Not only does this cement you as a trustworthy authority figure in their eyes, it gives them an outlet for their frustration and lowers the chance of any defective behavior. Regardless of the triviality of an employee's function, remind them that their work is not only valued, but a crucial component of TFC. Discourage employee socialization. Gently remind employees of the criminal nature of breaking TFC contracts. For more in-depth training guidelines regarding unions, click here, link missing. The contents of this briefing are for colorless ranked TFC employees only. If you are not a colorless ranked employee but have found yourself in possession of this briefing, please report the infraction to a supervisor at your earliest convenience. Alright, I'll do that. I'll do that for sure. No worries. So, I mean, I don't know. This feels like that thing we saw upstairs. But it's not. But it went like all the way across. Up, left, up, down, and then up again. I don't know. Maybe it went up like, it went up over here, right? But that's also not it. But maybe it's all supposed to be straight lines, so this one would be like this. Yes. Check mark. Another corrupted message. 14:44:23. So 2:44 p.m. Why did you decide to leave Earth after spending all of your life there? With all due respect, you're an older man. We don't often encounter people of your age looking to start their careers with TFC. Vermilion. I spent a long time on Earth and had a great life, but I reached a point where there was nothing left for me there. I've watched the space industry grow from its inception to where it is now, and if there was ever a time to experience life beyond Earth, it's now. Okay. What's this last one I drew? I don't remember drawing this. But it must have just happened. Oh, it's the plants, right? I remember. This one is a bit, I don't know, I don't think it's right, basically. But it might be right. It might just be right. Nope. But it was something like this. But it's so hard to say, because it's just not, it's not precise, is the thing. It's just not. It's definitely not like this right now. Maybe it's like this? No. I don't know, that's just too hard to know for sure. How do I get back? I want to just escape, okay. I guess we're done then. Surgical theater. How? 8888 maybe? F? E? D? 1? I don't know, how do we decode this? There are definitely a few different ways to look at it. Which is not great. It's not great at all. What's up here? A door we can't open. Excellent. And this just goes back in here, of course. This is not anything? Could have thought. Would have thought. Could have sworn. Oh, there's a lamp. I didn't see it. I didn't see the lamp. It just blended into the ground. Don't blame me. What's down here again? Oh, right, the bridge thing. Well, it's not the bridge, but the... yeah. I don't know, some kind of control room area thing. We did walk around this way, right? Yeah, we did. The plant's in the air. The door that doesn't open up there. I don't know. Some of these other hints for the puzzles, for the corrupted messages, I mean, they're just not very obvious. Some of them just make sense because they're just like... what? That's a weird type of puzzle. That's very strange, yeah. I don't know why, like I've been doing all of stuff in order so far, and now I'm just like completely abandoning that idea. But you know, that's just the way it is. We're just doing like little pieces of puzzles everywhere. I guess. Oh, that's interesting. How do we do these ones? Can we go all the way around? Not really, right? We probably don't have enough space here, right? That gap is too small, I'm guessing. Oh, it doesn't work sequentially like that, right? It goes away, I forgot. We need to do one after the other, right? But that gap is too small, right? No, it's not. What? But it still doesn't work because you can't get down here now. I was so sure it would be too small of a gap. Anyway, we can do this. Crazy that that gap is big enough to walk through. It looks too small. It just does. Anyway, what? Oh, we can do them twice, I guess? Is that what it's telling me? But how? Oh no, there are more down here, okay. I was wondering, because there are not enough blue. Do I still need to touch them all? I don't know. There's no, like, super obvious way to start, unfortunately. Like, is this half and half? Yeah. But I still need to touch all the pillars too, right? Interesting. Not a very obvious setup for a puzzle here. But we could do this, right? Because then it's still half and half. Just 2 and 2 instead of 1 and 1. Right, yeah. Not too bad, not too bad at all.
So, on the topic of cake, if the ship were a cake, I would start to express my concern for you about now. That is to say, you're about halfway done. Unlike a cake, though, your ultimate prize will be to clean up whatever mess marmalade and aubergine left in the bridge up here, rather than shame mixed with crippling health problems. I'd take my chances with the cake given the choice. Between the dungarees and fast food stickers, something tells me you would too.
Possibly. Possibly. Who knows? What is this? How do the book hints work? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, they're like, yeah, they're black tiles. But where would you input that? You don't have like a long sequence like that. Books are confusing too. Everything is confusing here. Anyway. That's it for today, I guess. We made some confusing progress. But we've made some progress. Crow Division 2. Chris Hemmels is Odin McCall. Archer Dale, Louis Lowe, Dan Buxton, William Watson, Josie Stevenson, and Steve Carson. It's a VHS, of course. We'll look at this next time. Some more. Because we should really end this episode. I should have ended it like 10 minutes ago probably. I keep going super long here. I can't help it though. There's always just more and more and more and more. More. Anyway, we'll go back down the floor. We'll solve the puzzles there and work our way back up here. We'll also look at some more story stuff. Apparently we're about halfway done with the cake, which, you know, that's good. We'll eat it all, I hope. But we need some ideas. We definitely need some ideas. There's still just the last thing. I promise. I need a map, real quick. Just this. Yeah, there's still a secret puzzle hint in this very room. Well, not this room. The room below us, the one with the basketball hoop. So I don't know how we do anything there. Because what is in that room? Nothing. Like, what could be a hint in here? Now, this is the paper stuff. There's so much random paper stuff, but how would that be a hint? I don't get it. It's not the plants. It's the weird red things behind the plants there. I don't know. There's nothing that screams puzzle hint in here to me. Unless there's one from like a card or something we picked up here that's still a thing. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for today. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.